Today, this might be the most insane epiphany you've ever had. I want to tell you what they don't want you to know. I'm going to tell you who they are, what it is they don't want you to know, why, and what's going on right now that could blow your mind. I'm actually going to prove to you something today that will make so much sense and take you, possibly if you choose this, everything's a choice, to a completely different space. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. Ooh, it's a little toasty down here. Okay, you ready for this? I'm going to talk today about what's going on. It's so massively in our face. I'm going to tell you what's causing it, the direct cause of all of it, and I'm addressing the phenomenon that's showing up. The non-human intelligence, the orbs, the everything, the craft, all of it. I'm going to tell you why it's happening, who's doing it. I'm going to tell you who's doing it. And I'm going to tell you who doesn't want you to know what's behind it. I'm Landria Onkka, and welcome to my channel. I'm going to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. And this is going to be the key. Every time I say that, it's the key to what we talk about. It's the key to changing the world. It's the key to changing your life. It's the key to manifesting. It's the key to learning and being comfortable with not the journey, but the moments. We are not here for just the journey. We're here for the moments in the journey. We're always trying to get to someplace, get to the money, get to the house, the relationship. If I have that, then everything will be okay. And you see, it's not. Look at billionaires. They're never okay. There's always something else they think, oh, if I get this, then it'll be great. And look at Elon Musk. Things aren't what he probably thought they would be. Oops, there's more to it. Ooh, guess what? I think I might have to go back to what I was doing. I could control that better. All right, so I hope you'll subscribe, because what I'm going to share with you today and continue to share is going to take you to a new place. You ready for it? So first of all, those of you who are not aware, digitalexplorers.net, my business training, takes people into a training system where we create ideas. We're a think tank, and then we translate them, transform them into revenue streams, and we create planet conscious businesses. We become real business owners. This is the stuff that is so powerful. And Pepperdine University just made me a finalist in the most fundable companies of 2025. I'm doing stuff really different, and it's paying off. This is what I want you to know today. Stick with what you know is right and good for all. Okay? Even if you don't seem to benefit at the moment, because we've all had our doubts. There are times I'm thinking, is this worth it? Does anybody care? And yes, my students do. And others are recognizing this, and this is what's going to happen for you. Those of you who are entrepreneurial, you want to find out, this is free, come on over. I'm going to teach you how you don't have to know anything. You just have to be entrepreneurial minded, and you want to make an impact, because this is what is happening now. We're in it. We passed a shift, and now it's going to start to be more and more noticeable. What is that? When we go into the shift, when we've gone past the shift, we all went from the 3D unconsciousness and what is awakening and, oh, I'm going to meditate, to now really becoming the massive creators that are way beyond that, and realizing we don't have to participate in any of this. We can create anything. We can speak to each other telepathically. We have kids who are doing that. Autistic kids that people write off in the 3D world as dumb or, less than, are actually in there in the most powerful way. They don't have to speak, right? They're tapping into something way more powerful. We can learn from them. If you haven't seen the telepathy tapes, I suggest you go watch those. It will blow your mind. These kids can read minds, anything, not once in a while, 100% of the time. This is what you and I have the capabilities of doing, and this is what they don't want you to know. The lower frequencies will always come from the 3D world that will keep them in limitations. Now they know the power of what we're doing when we let go of the material world, when we serve others, when we serve the planet, when all of our intentions are oneness and community, we stop judging and separating and taking sides. You can say, oh, I'm enlightened, and then you're taking a side. That's not enlightenment. I'm talking about truly going into that space and knowing that everyone is allowed their choices. They are never wrong, ever, right? Because everybody's right for themselves. That's the diversity. That's the beauty of being different. God forbid we were all the same, like the same things, look the same, dress the same. We gotta let it go. This is where we came to create and go into consciousness. Now we are going into consciousness, and those who are aware of it and don't want to live in that world, because that means they'd have to give up all these material things and power that they're still very attached to. Ego doesn't want to let that go. It's aware of the power of this quantum field and may use it, but it uses it on a lower frequency. You never have to fear it. Anything that's using our power, I mean everyone holds this power, on a low frequency never has control over you. Never. It's impossible. Because the higher frequency will always go into the more expansive, loving space. All right, so it can do some physical damage. It can do a lot of things that way, and it can manipulate reality, but so can you. And so here is the issue, is that they don't want you to know you can do that, because when they start to manipulate reality, they do it through getting you to make your own choice. So they're not doing it like, oh, I think I'll do this now, and no. It's planted in media and other things to get you to believe something, to make that choice, because they have no control over your free will. They don't want you to know that you're actually doing it. Here's why orbs and everything are showing up, and I'm going to prove this to you. There are some serious studies going on. And if you are familiar with Chris Bledsoe, whether you believe him or not, the guy's calling in orbs every night. He has huge audiences that go and join him. There are other people that do this. One of my students is one of them. Can call in orbs. What is that? These orbs aren't just showing up. We're doing it. Why are they showing up all of a sudden? Because there's a group of humans going into the unlimited conscious space that communicates with the intelligence in that space that is now talking back to us. It's not just showing up. What are they? You called them in. Why? Because we're breaking through the barriers, we're breaking through the limitations and the veils that we created. They were all illusion, but we created limitations. Oh, this is how things are. Oh, and there's nothing out there. And then people who go beyond that into the conscious state of being now are connecting to everything. And everything is other beings who are checking on us. There are planets all over the universe, the galaxy, that are new and evolving. We're one of them. We're one of the newbies. And they're just coming to check on us. It's nothing more than that. And you can make up stories about the evil ones and whatever. There's nothing more evil than what exists here through our own choice on this planet. Humans are the most dangerous. And if the others were so dangerous, we wouldn't be here. They wouldn't tolerate us. They'd have no love or compassion toward us. They'd take us out. You'd say, well, they're not allowed to because the, Galactic Federation, the directives, and I don't know any of that stuff, but I suggest that we keep an open mind that that's probably the case, that there are layers of people and entities and energies that hold different powers and duties. But what's going on is we're actually doing it. That's showing us that we're going into consciousness, and it's now showing up to open the doors of a world that we have ignored and that we were afraid of. Do we have quantum warfare going on here? Okay, I have to reshoot the last half of this video. Is it possible? And the answer is yes. Do I think it's happening? No. I think my camera malfunctions. Well, actually, this is only the second time. Why then? Let's get to it. We all equally create everything. Those in lower frequencies are very attached to the material world. They think things and power are all that they truly want. And they probably, most of them, in the very small percentage that control most of the money and power on the planet, are very aware of this power. They still want to use it for the material world. That's just where they are. So it isn't like low frequencies don't know about the power. In fact, most of them do. Yes, they've used it. Many have read the Master Key System. It was banned over 100 years ago. Why? It was so powerful. It showed people how they could create anything. With these steps, it's a very small book. I've read it to you guys before, where they had to focus on nothing but the creation, ending the limitations, breaking through the fears, all those things. It can be easily mastered. But not if you are being pelted with all of these ideas, beliefs, programming in every area of your life that now turns your own beliefs into limitations, and that you don't hold power, and so they are now controlling you through your own thought patterns. That's the bottom line. Now, I told you I would prove to you that those orbs showing up are us doing it. They're not showing up independently, so we are still thinking as independent people. Oh, orbs are showing, UFOs are showing up. No, we're actually calling them in. We're going, hey, we're ready for this, because there's a percentage of people poking holes in the veils to say, yeah, we can handle this, and I believe. And that is the higher frequency people. And by the way, the lower ones do know this too. Higher frequency people are going into less fear and opening up to the fact that we are a much bigger community than just this planet. Of course we are. Look out there. There's no end to it. It's sort of weird, isn't it? Like, oh my gosh, there's no end to that. I'm looking out into pure space that's endless, and there's things that hang out there, stars and stuff. What the heck is that, right? We are going into a communication system that now is tuning into them, and they're showing up. Hello, here we are. You're going into the space of expansiveness. We're doing it. And that's how Chris Bledsoe and other people are calling it in, with other observers with him, because they believe too, and so now he knows how to communicate. He has some in with them, right? We all have different positions here on Earth. And so he's allowing this to come in with other people, with his own, let's just say, focus. They are focusing, and Chris has said negativity will keep them away, and it has done this before, and as soon as people open themselves up to it, they come into view. Now, we can all do this, right? Some people have more skills than others. That's by choice. Well, that's not just by choice. That's by design. You're doing everything. Everything that you're taking in right now is causing you to create the reality someone else wants you to, because they can't do it without you. They can envision something, but they can't envision you doing something that you do not choose to do. They have to, as I just mentioned in the first half, they have to use your own beliefs to create it. So now you're in alignment with them. I believe that extraterrestrial people are evil. I believe they're demons. I believe it. And all these stories out there that are all created to cause great distress. I'm sorry, they're getting ready for hurricane season. They're redoing our roof. I was hoping it wouldn't be noisy. But I got to get this out to you, so please bear with me. Thank you. All right. Now, as you guys know, Pepperdine University named digitalexplorers.net one of the most fundable companies in the United States for 2025. I'm a finalist. Now, I envision this being completely happening for me. No matter what, the fact that I got acknowledged is huge. Now, I'm going to take the action to make sure it happens because I see it. So, do I have to manipulate it? Maybe somebody else is meant to have that. I think it's me. However, I stuck to my higher frequency of creating planet conscious businesses. You guys, this is free if you want to watch the video, the webinar, to create a higher frequency world. Now, there will be forces that don't want these things to happen. They can't stop it. They can't stop. They don't have more power than me or the other people. So everybody has to participate. So if there are other people that say, you know what, we need to be more conscious business owners. Yeah, this is the world we want. Yes, we're going to support digitalexplorers.net and Landria's business. That is something that cannot be stopped. They cannot stop us because we're using our own free will. Again, the only way that you can stop somebody or they can stop us is by convincing them otherwise to change their own mind, to change their own envision entanglement. That's it. What you're seeing show up is us calling in and communicating with forms that have always existed, but now are being seen because we're going into another phase of, let's say, another dimension, another frequency. I say frequency, another vibration too. The higher vibrations are less dense. A vibration that is a cloud has very little compared to us. Like we are a lower, slower vibration. It is so high and so high frequency. It's not judging, separating, it just is. And so only the density of planet Earth places us in a position to take sides, and when you do that, you now are playing their game. They want you to go into separation because that's a low frequency. So the more you take sides and you're in conflict with other people, and this is right and this is how things should be, the more entrenched in the material world you get. And the bottom line is, it's all going to go away soon. All of it, because you're going to leave here at some point, and it's going to keep going in whatever pathway it is, and you're getting all caught up in some who's doing what and who's in the White House and all these other crazy stuff that don't matter. Don't matter. Work with what you got and create the new. They don't want you to know that they have no real power over you. None. They don't want you to know that no matter what circumstances they create, you still have your own free will choice within it to do something completely different and amazing. You can transform the world no matter what anybody else does. It will not override and overpower you. And the more of us that know this, the more it happens, the more it's created. And here's the beauty of it. Those in lower densities will benefit greatly, because they will live in a world that is abundant and doesn't struggle or suffer. They're going to feel better. And somehow, somewhere, there'll be an opening, and they will not care anymore about the game they're playing. That has big repercussions. You're going to see a lot of people, having to pay for all the things that they're doing. We all have to. We do stupid stuff, and we learn, and then that's part of the game. You cannot be right nor wrong. It's just an experience. So deal with it, move on. All right, no big deal. You're human. It's going to happen. But what am I going to do with this from now on? Use it. Everything you use to become something better was intentional. It's all designed for you. So they don't want you to know, because when you watch television and they program you, sick people, taking drugs, taking this, taking that, it's a sick, and they're all, oh, it's a happy thing, and they all know the terms, and they all know the possible outcomes of taking these things, and it's not good. And they actually say it. And they condition us to think that this is normal. Here's what you eat. Eat, eat, eat. And they show people over here in the United States shoving themselves full of the worst possible stuff you can imagine. And they let parents know that this is okay. That pizza and macaroni and cheese and all this stuff from boxes is normal. It's going to help improve your life, and the kids love it. We're addicted. So it's going to take a little bit of work and reprogramming, dewiring, unplug. I'm unplugging from some things. It's uncomfortable, but so far it's working great. It's like I'm not playing the game anymore. The game is never working in your favor. If it's, especially financially, you got to watch that. How do I create? How do I create something based on something that's truly positively impactful on the planet, other people, and myself? Get this healthy too. All right? I hope this makes it. It says it's recording. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you. Hey, digital explorers, entrepreneurs, come on over. This is huge. You'll find out exactly how it all works and why online businesses fail, because it's all based on making money and nothing substantial that's really changing how we live. I'm sticking to my guns here, and it's paying off. So send me good vibes for my finalist, let's just say decision. It's going to be May 21st is when I have to hand everything in. I'm working round the clock to give them all the information they need to know that we're doing amazing things and people are loving it. Come join us. Again, you are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. That's from the Master Key System, that book that was banned 100 years ago. Yeah, you can get that down in my store, and I suggest you read it and practice it. Namaste.